Hi friends, in today's video, we are going to be decorating our Christmas tree in a nostalgic traditional style. And our hope is that it brings back wonderful memories and inspires you. You will see rich warm colors inspired by this beautiful ribbon right here. Isn't it gorgeous? And you also see our DIY angels throughout the tree. If you've never been here before, my name is Marlene. Welcome to all my returning viewers and subscribers. Welcome, everyone. Now let's get started. So here are some of the items that we use, guys. We have some of our ornaments right there, red ones, gold ones, this beautiful luxe ribbon right here. We have some snowflakes back there. We have our floral wire and ornament hooks. We also have those longer ornaments to give vertical interest. I may or may not be using these bells right here. And of course our star and the paper angels DIY. And they're pretty easy to make if you're wanting to try to make them yourself. Basically what you do is you go and you get, music sheets like these over here. These are some leftovers that we had from our choir. And you get those wooden craft beads. And you just give them an accordion pleat fold, 2 different sheets, and you bend it close to the top and put them together. And you will need to have your glue gun. This is a Bleds glue gun, and I'll link it in the description box below. It is so wonderful. This was given to me for review a few years ago. Works very well, and I absolutely love it. And over here we have some very fine ribbon that I got from Walmart. It's going to be kind of like their halo, and also to attach on the tree ornament hook as well. So you just put those together, and there you have your paper angel. So over here now, my husband is going in and doing the unboxing of the tree. And this is going to be year number 4. And guys, I say if your tree is still in good shape, unless you really want to try something different, it's good to just use it again and again. And that's what we have been doing, because we like how it came out, and the height is right, the color is right. So we're pretty much good to go. So this is, another year again of the same Christmas tree, and it's going to be great. And what I'll say too is that it's good to get help when you're doing these, because some of these things are kind of heavy. And, you want your whole tree decorating process to be a nice, relaxing, happy feeling. And sometimes if you're doing everything by yourself, it can take some of that joy away from what you're doing. So, if your family is not available, you can always get friends to come and help you too. Of course, friends who like to decorate and do things like that, so that they'll, be happy with you, and it will just be a good time to kind of keep the holiday season off. So my husband is really good at fluffing out the trees, so he usually does that for me, and he's just going in and getting the different ones in and fluffing them out. That's the last piece to go on the top right there, and he does a pretty good job, and I certainly appreciate that. And if there are gaps in your tree, you can always, because these are just some Dollar Tree garlands right here, you can just use them and tuck them in, or even the little single ones right there. You get like a pack of quite a few in there. You can just fill out the tree. But this is what it looks like right here. Now, of course, we turn the lights on to make sure everything is working. And we normally leave our tree like overnight, just to make sure that, it airs out, fluffs out and everything, and just falls into itself in place. So now we're going to start off to get the tree decorated. And this right here is a ribbon, and you basically just fold it over. That's how I do mine. And just put your floral wire through, so that way you have a nice way to attach it onto the tree. And you just go in and start tucking it in. And make sure it has a little curve is what I usually do. So it has that kind of pop, and it does look like it's kind of like snug on the tree. It complements it, and it just flows down to the sides. And it's not a perfect science. You can just do it whatever way you like, as long as you have the curve in the ribbon and you can see it popping up here and there, then you're pretty much good to go. And this one, though, I will say that it is a sheer ribbon, so it was not as forgiving as some of them that I have used in the past. Very luxe, but at the same time, it does have that feature. But I always make sure that I have ribbons that have wire on the edges, because the wires always help you to form it better, to keep it in shape better, and even to tuck it into the tree. And then right here at the end now, I am going in and just getting a fishtail cut on there. It's a good way to end your ribbon, especially because I had to save some for the mantle, which I'll do in another video, upcoming. And I did the same thing for the top as well too, because I put a shorter third one up here just to make sure there's some interest throughout the height of the tree. And that's a pretty good way to end it. So here it is now, guys, just to see how it's looking so far. If the lighting's a little bit off for you, it's really a nice cherry red. and I just absolutely love it. I think it's beautiful so far, and we're ready to move on to the next step of the tree. And this was day 2, by the way. So over here, these are the paper angels, and I just love how they came out. And if you're not wanting to get that white look, they say you can't stain, before you fold them, you can stain them in like unsweetened coffee water or unsweetened tea water, leave it to dry, and then you can fold them to get a more of an antique look. I didn't have enough time to do it, so I went with the white, but I still like how it came out. I think it's still pretty, and I love it. Who knows? Maybe in another year, I may try to get that more stained look on there. But I think it's gorgeous, and I just love it sitting right there. And also, too, what I did was, because in some cases you may see your angel sticking forward a little bit, you can always go and bend the branch back on the tree to make sure that they fall in place. And I'll be straightening these out, once I get a chance, so everything can just, fall into place and look really, really nice. Now it's time to start putting on the larger ornaments or baubles, as some people call them. And I try to find, the areas where there are like gaps in the tree, larger gaps in there. And I just stick them in there so that way they can kind of like, cover up the space and add beauty at the same time. Then I'm going in with these longer ones to add some more vertical interest. And I only had 4 of these, so I kind of had to be very strategic in where I put them. And you can always put your ornaments in. If you look back, you don't like how it looks, you can always go and take it off and put it somewhere else. That's a wonderful thing about it. These are the beautiful gold ones. There were like, I think, 5 or 6 different patterns on these. And I've had these for quite some time, and I'm always happy to use them again and again. They hold up so well. I just wanted to take a moment to invite you to subscribe to the channel if you have never done so before. We do a lot of decorating for our outdoor and indoor space for Christmas, so be sure to come along and join us. I'll also list a playlist at the end for you, and it basically features some of my most watched videos or some of them that just had a lot of comments, a lot of interactions on there. So you can take a look towards the end of the video. You'll see it popping up there, so you can, watch at your leisure. And this one is the most recent one that I did that talked about 3 different ideas to decorate a Christmas tree, and it was really a great video based on your responses. So over here now I'm going in and I'm adding in the white ornaments. And I just think they look so gorgeous. I like that iridescent look that they have. And these are the snowflakes. We're going to go ahead and get those on and just put them in various areas throughout the tree. And sometimes I'll use the hooks for these. Sometimes I'll just tuck them in there because, because of how they're shaped, they will hold up in there. And I try to put the smaller ones towards the top of the tree and the larger ones towards the bottom. And I think they just add that nice special touch and just make you feel like it's really a cold season. And these are some additional items that I have here that I'm going to be just putting over the tree to fill out different areas to give it a nice fuller look. So you can see the little drum from the drummer boy. Again, nostalgic feeling. This one again here. Pretty little turtle doves. I've had these for quite a few years as well. And over here, this is a beaded hanging ornament. So very nostalgic, is what I would say these are. They really bring back times of old. So this is everything on here without the lights on yet. And we're going to take a look at the reveal with the lights on. So this is what it looks like here with the lights on. We're going to go in closer and get a closer look at all the different things that are on here as well as under the tree. So you can see how the angels are dotted throughout the tree, the snowflakes, and now let's take a look under to see what's going on under there. And this right here, this is a beautiful teddy bear. This about 30 years ago, my husband gave that to me when we were dating. And over here, now this is Little Lightning. This is a nice little horsey. I always love to have horsies at Christmas time. Wonderful thing for kids. And of course, your can of popcorn with a beautiful little puppy on there. And I just really love the way how it came out, guys. I'm going to go ahead and I'll set it to music for you. So when you take a look at the nighttime view, you can tell me which one you prefer, if you prefer the daytime view or if you prefer the nighttime view. But either way, they're just wonderful, and they certainly give us that feeling of Christmas, peace, and joy, which is what we want as we celebrate the birth of Christ and just a great time at Christmas. So my family and I just wanted to take a moment to thank you all so much for the way that you've been supporting this channel for this year and in previous years. We hope it has been an inspiration to you. We gave you some great ideas, and we want you to have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And be sure to check out the other videos and the Christmas playlist. Thanks again. See you in the next one. Take care.